plateauing, spinning. Like, what is it that you're hanging on to?
Baby Jesus with a kafir.
I mean, aren't you just a Christian at the end of the day? Like, what does Catholicism bring to the table other than the belief that it's some historical legacy? But it's really just the remainder of what's left of Rome. It's just an ancient, Carthaginian or whatever type of Roman thing that's left from Rome.
Have you ever examined or explored anyone, but particularly Isa, Kabbalah? Of course, Adrian,
Yes,
you
I
have.
have. Yeah, 2017. I had this woman. Well, I don't know if this is the right way of doing it or not, or if I should say it like this, but like she had my Kabbalah, let's say, read or kind of like explained to me, like my configuration of my tree of life and whatever. And it was impressive.
It's 10, not 11, 10, not 9. There's 10 Sephiroth. It's tied into angels, so it's a belief, but I think it's metaphor. I think if you take it literally, like, you should go talk to a psychiatrist and have your head examined.
This room is so fun. What happened?
We need a Shechina. We need more beautiful women.
Here we go. Here you go, Adrian. I'm waiting for you to say, what is that? You always say in Yiddish? I forgot now.
Ruboina Shaloilaim.
Yeah, there you go. I don't even know where you picked that up, by the way.
I picked it up from the Zohar.
Come on, man.
Adrian can piss people off very quickly, but he's not a bad guy, like he's interesting at times.
Yes, he's always pinging me. Every time I get online, I see a ping from Adrian. Every time
A lot of people project their anger onto me.
Yeah.
I'm like the sacrificial goat. Bah! Get angry. Project all your anger on me. Kick me. Kick me.
Yeah, anybody can kick him.
That means there's a lot of communists
It's okay.
on this app.
I don't care if you guys kick him, and he doesn't care if you guys kick him. So if anybody feels very strong about it, just do it.
I believe in failing fast.
I find it amazing how many grown adults will go through the rigmarole, mishigas, of saying, can you see if I'm blocked in this room?
Who's blocking? Who's blocking? Who's blocking? Please move down.
Norman Green. Not you're guilty of this. You do this. Oh man.
Oh, by the way, so we're talking about religion, right? So we have in this room, we have Jews, we have Catholics, we have a tap dancer, a Protestant, Marshall, and Scotty, and we have a Mormon. Isn't that amazing?
1896, Salt Lake City.
Hey, Q.
Yeah, rat him out. Who is it? Wait, who's the Mormon?
Q. Down there with the Chinese stuff.
Down there with the syndrome.
Yeah, down there with the syndrome.
I worked at a company with an inordinate number of really Mormons. It was very interesting, actually.
Let me guess, was it Crumble?
Gore. W.L. Gore. Gore-Tex in Flagstaff, Arizona.
That's it.
I mean, do you think America should really, outlaw polygamy? Because that seems to be the big differential in Mormonism. I mean, I know it's really far out there.
But Mormons are not allowed to be polygamous anymore.
No,
because
there's only one
Bed sheet anyway.
Yeah, but if you're in the northern part of Arizona, Colorado County, Arizona, where the hardcore Mormons are, they practice that. But
that is against the law. So legally they cannot marry.
No one's getting arrested.
It's just a state certificate. That's all it is. But you can only get one.
How many wives do you have, Q?
We don't claim them, and one is more than enough.
I agree.
I know, they think they're doing their own thing down there.
Esau, I don't want to get too serious, but it was a real issue in the workplace because a lot of Mormons who were, of course, in tech, they come from Brigham Young University, we were recruiting them. They had issues traveling with women, for example, to client sites. They didn't want to do that. And we were like, fuck, in a nice way. Well, tough. You have to. They're engineers. They need to go on the trip. But issue of Mormon men traveling with women was a big issue. I couldn't believe it. I
Like
came
one
from New
man,
York.
one woman alone.
Whatever, two colleagues.
Well, not
who both had-
whatever. That makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, sometimes it would be that, but that would be avoided. Yes. Would you agree with it?
I would say that's a great policy to not have any situations of he said, she said.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, just let it go.
Yeah, but I would agree that it's different if you travel just like one man, one woman, or if you travel like in a larger group. But sometimes it happens. You just need to travel. I mean, that doesn't mean that you're going to be together, the whole trip.
No, I get it,
But-
but if you're in a situation alone, I try and avoid that at all costs too.
Yeah. You can be me too.
It's true. I'm currently involved in a sexual harassment lawsuit against my former employer, and
That's yourself.
What?
yeah, she called me a whore because I said it takes me three hinge dates to get one hinge date. She said, "You're a whore." I said, "What'd you say to me?" I said, I'm filing a sexual harassment claim against your ass." She said, "Whore." Well, technically she called me a man whore.
She was like, "When did you turn into Jazzy?"
Are you still having beef with Jazzy?
No,
No.
I've made that up. Yeah, she kicks me immediately though.
Oh. Well, everybody does, Adrian. But Q, Q had beef with Jazzy for a long time.
No, I try not to punch down.
Imagine spending like years debating Jazzy. Like, that's why I say, people say, "Why do you record everything?" I'm like, well, why would I have a conversation with Jazzy for 2 years unless I was recording it? Like, what would be the actual point of having that conversation with her to begin with?
Are
Hello?
you still best friends with Jazzy?
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Oh, yeah, Jazzy's it's almost a half hour for this pickup line. What's going on, Lisa? What's your need? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
Up to we starting off the year on a good note. What happened? Why'd you go down there?
Who? Jane. Oh, why did Jane
Hey,
go
Liz.
down?
Teapot, come on up.
Did you meet Rick before, Jakob?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
He is from Retard Clubhouse, and he's
Oh,
one
I'm
of the
the
couple of
president of
Jews from
Retard.
Retard Clubhouse.
Ooh, Andrew Myers live on X. Andrew
Wow.
Meyer hot mic alert.
Go listen to him.
The native. Okay, you know what?
Man, that's the news that we
Go ahead,
got
Benny.
to talk about.
Yes.
I am. I'm not a big fan of Israel, but my resolution this year was to befriend a Jew. I'm a
Yeah,
Groiper.
Scotty already.
Fuentes, so
I
Andrew.
gave up on this.
Sorry, guys. Again,
Yeah, I don't
Slide.
like
It
doesn't
should
work
be
like that.
now pick up
doesn't
line.
work. And like someone comes.
Can't
What
believe
did
it
he do?
Take
I'll be
it
back.
back.
I'm moving. No, I keep on the thing.
Yeah, okay.
What?
Do they not
Again,
have
guys.
Sunday school?
I'll help Scott out. What is?
My God, they kicked me. Andrew Meyer kicked me.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Have you ever heard the pickup lines he tells me, Jane?
They're pretty good in
Did you
general.
tell in that era?
Like I remember, I would say like,
Tell me
hey,
about them. Yeah.
I'd like to play IDF and invade your Gaza Strip.
Yeah, we've heard that one before.
Yeah, that's what he says.
Or what about
Allahu
Hey,
Akbar.
Issa, you're so hot, you made Atlas stop shrugging.
Oh, you know she's gonna love that one.
Wait, Issa here. They say I don't know my alphabet because all I'm missing is you.
Oh, look at Jakob.
I can Google with the best of them.
You're in the
Ah,
game.
okay, you
Yeah.
Google.
I'm gonna tell your wife. But
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
ChatGPTing
My
these pickup
shirt's-
lines?
My shirt's made of something special. It's 100% boyfriend material. That's a pretty good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Where
Oh
are
my
you getting
God, I
this
gotta
from?
remember
Is it from
these.
Google
I just
or from
Googled hot
ChatGPT?
pickup lines.
I gotta
Does
remember
anyone
this one.
here know or no? I'm about
Hey,
to tell
Issa.
you.
Hey, Issa, Your face is so beautiful. You shouldn't ruin it with a COVID mask.
With what?
Oh, this is a good one.
With a
With
COVID
COVID.
mask.
Oh, here, Jane.
Speaking to only the Jews right now, are you aware that Scott, on a dating app, had a date with a Jew and he rejected her later?
No.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I'm offended.
Oh my god.
Why?
They call me Marty McFly. I can see you in my future.
Scott, why did you reject the Jewish girl?
Right?
Yes,
Adrian?
Scott.
Right?
Is this a weight thing? Are you a weight shamer?
Fat shame?
What's
You're
your
fat
thought?
shaming?
Which, yes, you fat shame
No.
somebody.
Oh.
That's so anti-Semitic.
Q, would you ever, I mean, I know you're married already, but would you have, sorry.
But I bless you
That's
guys.
so
Bless you.
Would you have dated a Jew or marry a Jewish woman?
I don't know if I've ever talked to or come in actual contact with more than 3 Jews.
We retract our horns, so it's easy for us to do. You probably met more than 3.
Is
No,
this, is
they
this,
don't actually. They don't need us.
They
is
don't
this
retract.
because
Mine
of
do.
your specific Mormon circle, or is this a thing of your
It's a
space?
Utah thing. Strictly
It's
Utah.
very, very geographic, yeah.
I probably wouldn't, but not because they're Jewish.
It's not very geographic.
Geographic. Right. Why on earth you reject the Jewish woman? Is your
Yeah, no, I
choice?
do have a lot of Jewish friends actually in Guatemala, and but I didn't realize this, until like I am in Clubhouse speaking with you guys, because to me this Jewish thing has never been a thing. I just always saw it as like another religion. I never kind of like paid attention to the implications, of the whole cultural stuff and whatever. I never really thought about it.
You're gonna have to help me out with this Spanish pickup line.
But-
I'm probably gonna butcher it. I don't speak Spanish, but te quiero.
Eh?
Te
You love her.
Te quiero.
quiero. Así hay que do it.
Quiero.
What does that mean?
I want
but
you.
It's like an I love you, but like a lower, like the type of I love you that you tell a friend, like te quiero, or the type of.
Buddies, right?
Man,
I told you I
Yeah,
cállate.
or to your mom, you say te quiero, no te amo. Te amo is more like passionate love. Well, I tell my mom te
Here's-
amo.
Yeah.
My God.
Are you a trampoline? I want to jump all over you.
That one's for Scotty. Yeah. Scotty, did you pay attention to that one?
Oh, Scott, no, this is a better Scotty one. I'm not a chair, but I'd love if you sat on me.
Wow.
Yeah, these two you have to add to your list, Scott.
Do you have 5G? I definitely feel a connection.
Yakov, do you know why they
Hey, Issa,
Oh
are you?
my God.
Hey, Issa, are you a Mariah Carey song? Cause all I want for Christmas is you.
Wait, you keep on fading out at the end. All I want for Christmas is what?
He said, "Are you a Mariah?"
All I want for Christmas.
Hey, Issa, are you a magician? Cause when I look at you, everyone else disappears.
No,
That one is good. I love it.
Ooh.
See?
I can't repeat this once.
Did you hear about the one of the trampoline, Scotty? That's very you.
Yeah, it's a
Jumping
little
all
face
over.
for me.
Hey, Isa, are you a trampoline? Because all I want to what was it? Because all I want to do is
Do is
jump.
jump all over you.
We're looking
Sounds
at Luke
innocent.
Linda.
I can't
Yeah.
even say this once.
I
Yep.
know. Me too.
Yeah.
Probably could.
In about 5 seconds.
Oh.
I saw Scott Jones in person on Sunday. That's maybe a human interest topic.
Oh, really?
Scott, check
Yeah.
your check
We had
your
a
time.
lunch, a brunch. Yeah.
Wait, who'd you say?
Why didn't you do a live room
Wait.
during the brunch?
Wait, you were in New York? Or
Who was in-
he went
We went to Philly. No, she was.
and
To my knowledge.
I could have joined you. Yeah, I
Oh.
won't take that personally.
But where? They were in Philly, not in New York. Yeah.
They went to Yakov. They went to Burger King. You didn't miss anything.
Wow.
Excuse
Scott, check your text. That's a pretty cool one.
Tell it.
I can't.
You want to tell it, or you wouldn't have said that out loud. Go ahead, tell it.
I should even go to the gym.
I can't
We
say
know, but just say
funny
it
out loud.
anyway. Say it.
Just say it, Yakov. You're not flirting with
carpet
anyone.
match
You're just reading.
Does the carpet match the drapes?
What? You need to repeat that.
He said, "Does the carpet match the drapes?"
But what was the that's the punchline? But what was the first?
No, that's it.
He had nothing else.
It's just so
That's
terrible.
terrible.
I know. That's why.
It explains everything.
Yakov, that is a nervous laugh. Okay.
Oh no, that's my standard laugh.
Hey, boys and girls, what's up?
Hello.
Oh, really?
Scotty, long time no see.
Isa, do you come from a toolbox? Because I can't believe what I saw.
Scotty, you there?
Be careful in the toolbox.
Hey, buddy, how are you, man? Do you remember me? I do.
Who is Aquarius?
I don't know.
Hey, I was here. Choose on this app.
Okay, wait, hold on, Aquarius. If he remembers you, he's going to introduce you to all of us right now. Let's see if he's saying the truth. Scotty.
Go ahead, Scott.
Wait,
Do a good
Another
job.
Jew. Another Jew.
He was a big Jew on the app. I think he's from New Jersey.
Super Jew or regular Jew?
Super Jew from. I think he's from New Jersey.
Half the Jews are from New
Good
Jersey.
dude.
Yeah,
You're right. He's from New York.
It's the number 2 state.
Oh,
Wait,
wow,
narrow
so
it
he
down.
actually remembers you.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Well, that's not his full name though.
What's your old name?
Brother,
I always felt like Scott.
what's that? Don't rely on social media. Put it.
Like again, it's called Scott and what's the other guy? Oh God, the other Jewish guy. I don't know. I was
But
gonna say.
Scotty is not a Jewish. He's
Yay!
a top
Yes, he
dancer
is.
Protestant.
He's a Jew. He's a Jew.
He's
You know what
He's
I'm
a
saying?
top dancer.
claiming. He claiming.
I always felt like Scott was one of the funniest guys on here.
He is.
Oh, but he's just a Protestant tap dancer. He's not a Jew.
But Issa, I was feeling really off today, but you just turned me on.
Oh,
Oh.
look at
What do you
that,
think?
Scotty. He's. Oh wow, somebody's winning.
What do you
here.
think of that? What do you
Hey,
think of
Issa,
that?
That's
hey,
good.
Issa.
That's
What's your
a
old
good
name?
one.
Hey,
Yeah.
Issa, do you play soccer? Because you're a keeper.
That was a good one too. You see, you need to note all of this.
I like the
Scotty.
political ones, though. I gotta come up with some more political ones. Because
Libertarian. Yeah, those are funny.
Oh, I like this one. Can I borrow your GPS? I think I just got lost in those eyes.
Oh, that's sweet, but it's cheesy.
My God.
Yeah, wouldn't get Scott anywhere.
Yeah.
Scott,
no,
can you
he's
remember Aquarius's old name?
Hey, Issa, on a scale of 0 to North Korea, how free are you tonight?
I love that one. He's
No,
good.
it's zero.
I thought you were gonna say the DMZ, demilitarized. That would have been more funny.
That's a 5. DMZ is 5.
Do some lefty ones.
Hey, Issa, my love is like communism. Everyone gets to share, and it's only good in theory.
Oh, that's very self-deprecating.
He's very good at self-deprecating.
But that was good. Yeah.
Hey, Issa, when you come in the room, it's not the national debt's not the only thing that's rising.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Who are you giving the finger to in that photograph, Jane? Or is it just...
Yes, Jane.
Clubhouse.
Oh, shit.
Where's Jane?
She did an Irish goodbye.
I do those in real life.
I hate. I turn around. We have a party. I'm like, where did that people go?
We made a rule that like if there was like, what did we say if there was 5
or
or more people?
No, if there's 6 or more people,
You have to
just
say
can
goodbye.
do an Irish goodbye. But if there's less, if
You
you're
have
5,
to say goodbye.
you have to say I'm leaving.
Well, it depends, right? Because if you are, for example, in a party and it's like everybody's doing their own thing, even if you arrive there with friends or whatever, sometimes you just go. I mean, if it's just 5 people in the party, then yeah, it would be weird.
No, this is Scott, my clubhouse rule. This is a room for clubhouse rules.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Scott and I figured it was really annoying.
Well, I mean, it's weird when you do it and there's only 2 people in the room.
Yeah, that's very weird. Because I always thought the leave quietly button.
Person there hanging.
I always thought the leave quietly button should make the sound of a door closing, and then it should say Jane just left.
I wish there was a slam door button.
Yeah, that would be good. You guys suck. You guys suck. You know, you could customize what you're leaving.
Oh, a slam
I'm going
door
to a
button,
better.
that would be used so much.
I'm going to a better room. I'm moving uptown.
Oh, I love the idea of a slam door button. Well, sometimes when there is only like 3 people and the conversation is, and I know I need to leave because I want to go to bed or I just don't want to be in Clubhouse anymore, whatever, I just need to leave before the other person.
It's a race to see who gets out first.
Yeah. Yeah, because usually there is one person, right, that it might be the most, I don't know. Yeah.
The one who's going to be left holding the bag.
Isa, I got a question for you, Isa. How do you view the Bitcoin room since you spent a lot of time in there? Like, is it just more chatter and that's all it really is?
I love them. Like, they are like social rooms, but the only thing that everybody has got in common is that everybody owns Bitcoin. But that's it. They are just normal rooms, you know. I like them. We speak about everything, politics, religion, men, women, relationships, everything.
Yeah, I've come in, and every time I come in, no one's talking about Bitcoin. It's just people shooting the shit like everything.
Yeah, it's social rooms, and the guys are really cool. I mean, everybody's like highly autistic, but that's kind of like a thing in Clubhouse. Mainly, maybe more in the Bitcoin rooms. But
similar one.
It's like intelligent conversations are really funny. Like I really enjoy it.
And the one after that one?
Now I have a
serious
question. What makes you say that most people on Clubhouse are?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, because I think that we share that. When I mean autistic, is like when you have that specific ability of hyper focusing on something, you know, and the rest of the world doesn't exist. And so I think that is a trait we all kind of like share in Clubhouse, that we all hyper focus on topics and sometimes hyper focus on our own thinking, you know, and when we have discussions, it's like, no, but I think this, no, but this is right. And so in that way, and I think that that's a trait of personalities attracted to Clubhouse.
For me,
I don't think I would have.
I think it's different. I think it's you'd rather be alone, but with other people as opposed to being with other people in real life. Like
that's true. But I would also.
For me, that's my reason. Like I don't deal with people well. Like, and this is actually it should be stranger because I can't see your face and there's less nonverbal cues. So sometimes I really don't understand what's going on, but I relate to it. It's a lot of fun. So.
I know.
What do you think?
Can you guys hear me or no?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe I could be heard. Okay. Oh no, I was just going to throw in the word Socratic because I think that's one of the defining.
That's a good word to throw in.
One of the defining characteristics of people on Clubhouse and also people who are on the spectrum.
That is the antithesis, Elle.
Can you repeat repeat that,
Now,
El?
are you
Sorry.
using the word Socratic in the opposite, like an antonym?
No, hold on a second. I gotta tell my Instacart person something. I'll be right.
Yeah, Bianca,
That is the strangest word, Socratic I've ever heard. I don't think Socratic
that's
means
anything
like
but Socratic. Wait,
yeah,
so
Clubhouse is the antonym of
Wait,
class.
I was gonna say, Bianca, one thing I would say to you though, just to be clear, I don't think when you're in rooms and people act like you're like out of line or anything like that, like none of the behaviors you've ever exhibited at Clubhouse tell me like you're doing things that are weird. Like you get a hard time about stuff that I don't see why.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I think it's more in your mind, Yakov. You have built yourself this image of you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hold on. You have built this image of you with limitations in your head, but this is not how people perceive you.
It's not so much that. Yeah, I do have my own. Yeah, I definitely agree with that statement. It's been a lifelong struggle. But no, there are just some certain individuals who will go and nameless, who will say that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, or stop being autistic, which actually.
But this has nothing to do with you. It has to do with everyone. It's just a dynamic in Clubhouse.
It's like my it's like the watch. PTR.
Yeah, but you should not internalize that as part of your
it's just
personality because it's not a reflection of who you are.
I understand. Easier said than done. Yes, I agree.
But Issa, when you said
Sometimes I
hyperfocus,
get beauty grief.
yeah, when you said use the word hyperfocus, so if there are rooms that are dedicated to a certain topic, so then it may appear that someone's hyper-focused on that specific topic of the room and to that specific discussion. You know, I wouldn't really use the word autistic. I don't really think, like Yakub was saying, you know, you'd rather, speak with people online in real life and so on. And, you know, everyone feels that way to a certain extent, I suppose, right, during a 24-hour period. But I mean, that's not really the reason that I'm on Clubhouse. It's when I have, a bit of time, I want to see what's going on, I want to hear what other people have to say kind of thing. That's just my take on it.
No, I'm not generalizing and saying that everyone is like that, but I'm saying that there is kind of like almost like a clear trend, or tendency. And I get it that some people spend different amount of times on Clubhouse, but when you see the people that spend the most amount of time on Clubhouse, I don't know if it's, I know that I come into Clubhouse sometimes, to see what's going on and say hello, but when I spend a lot of time on Clubhouse, it's because I am avoiding, reality in the outside, in my real world. And so it's like my brain is sucked into whatever it is that we are talking about, and everything else just automatically disappears.
But that happens also, say, when you're watching a movie, right?
Well, yeah, but
as a distraction.
But the thing is that we are kind of like on purpose engaging in these type of conversations for 24/7 sometimes, and so it's almost like people avoiding reality, and that's where the concept of calling someone or saying the thing about autism is. Of course, I am not comparing it to the actual sickness, so leaving the political correctness behind, that is how the online autism is being defined, because it's not just something that is used on Clubhouse, but you can see it, in the cultural online, or in the online culture, it's used, for people on Twitter or for people in different aspects, it's kind of like a online culture term.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of like how it's used, I believe. Whenever I have seen the term used. But actually, Linda, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but like a couple of years ago, I had this group of friends, that were very trolly and whatever, but sometimes we just have like these type of conversations. And a couple of times we did these personality tests, and it was very interesting to see that there is kind of like a pattern, of people coming into Clubhouse, and they were people from all the places in Clubhouse, And so, for example, the Enneagram, which is a personality test.
Yeah,
I love the Enneagram. I've taught on the Enneagram before. I love
the Enneagram is a very interesting one because, so we found out that, so the personality type 8 is the rarest personality in the world.
But
however,
it's probably
in that room with like 20 people, almost everyone, like 90% or 95%, we were 8. And it's the rarest personality in the world. And here on Clubhouse, it was the most common.
Clubhouse is designed for Enneagram 8.
Exactly. So those things are really interesting, you see, because these type of personalities that you don't necessarily run into them every day in your real life.
Right.
It just happens that they're all attracted to Clubhouse.
It's interesting. I did the Myers-Briggs, and then I tried the Enneagram one. I was 35 minutes in, and I clicked next page, and it took me back to the first page, and I've never had the patience to go back and start.
Oh, I've done it. I forgot the results. That's how long ago that was.
But Scotty, what do you think about that? Like, don't you think it's very interesting?
I mean, I think I think that Clubhouse is a magnet for Enneagram 8, right? I mean, I think it's because challengers, right? And what's like, especially like it's a great context because you don't have to see social cues and other things. So that does not surprise me at all that Enneagram 8s are fun. I bet, you know what?
What does that mean?
It's the challenger. You know what, Isa? I would also think that you'd find a lot of Enneagram 1s on Clubhouse too, the reformers, because they've got this sort of sense of like moral clarity and wanting, and ones want to kind of tell the world, what to, I would guarantee, it's interesting, I would guess that 7s would be in rare. I guess 7s would be less common than they're in the population, because 7s are just out. This isn't exciting enough for 7s.
Yeah, but I am not an expert on Enneagrams, but I
have read so much. I have taught the Enneagram. I've done a lot with the Enneagram. I love the Enneagram.
But what I mean is that, to me, the interesting thing was, like, going back to the whole autism thing, right? To me, the interesting thing was that the rarest personality in the world is the most common here on Clubhouse.
Yeah,
which
that doesn't
tells you
surprise me at all.
Dynamic, and what we are attracted to.
It's a sort of a Pareto analysis, It fits. Like, clearly the people that are most attracted to this app tend to have something in common, and that's the thing that they have in common. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, but
that's probably a few
kind of
other
like where I
things.
was going for when I was making my statement about, like, oh yeah, everyone in Clubhouse is very autistic,
Yeah, I think that word gets thrown around a little bit too much, but
It's not the appropriate word whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, listen. Might not be, and again, you were not here in the room, Seth, when I was saying this, but it doesn't have to do with the actual illness, but it is, like, leaving the political correctness aside, which I don't give a shit about, to be honest, it's a term very used now in the online culture, when you're hyper-focused on something, when everything else disappears.
I hear you completely. Okay. It's a fashioned word.
Yeah, when
like
you say, oh my god, this person is highly autistic, it's like they're hyper-focused on something, and they that's all the interest they have in, and everything else, like, doesn't matter. And I feel that a lot of people, or a vast majority of people in Clubhouse, are like this. That all they want to talk is about this topic, or all the position they want to take is about this one. Like, they completely erase the rest of potential concepts and just hyper-focus on something.
True, like that Adrian Dittman is Elon Musk.
Seth. How are you? It's been a while.
I'm doing okay.
Doesn't sound good.
Yeah. Okay, good. Glad to hear.
Sam has got the most amazing laugh, Clubhouse.
Thank you.
When he laughs, he transmits.
I still want to have the Clubby Awards, and one of the categories is Best Laugh. And I always thought there's 3 women who had great laughs. One was definitely Roya. I think Roya's laugh is infectious. One is Rena's laugh, and there was somebody else who isn't in the back.
Screen.
Dímelo, pedorro.
Hey, bad girls need love too.
No, fat girl.
Think you don't think it's a limit that could get hit? And what I mean by that is, right? And like I always say, you remember what I say is not the law, right? But just a perspective. When I see our women out here, right? They went from tight pants in public to booty shorts in public to basically lingerie in public, right? And how I'm looking at that shit is like, how much further can you go for real? Right? And in my opinion, I think with our women, they gonna hit that limit and then it's just gonna revert back to square one. You see what I'm saying? If everybody ass naked, there's gonna be one black woman with the bright idea, I'll put some clothes on. You see what I'm saying? And then I think a few more gonna say, let me put some clothes on. Let me put some clothes on. And then now that's the baseline standard. Now look, how I'm relating that to rap is, I agree. It's bullcrap killing, right? Like this shit is wild all the way across the board, right? But does it have a limit for it to reset back to ground zero, right? If they talk about all this killing, all of this boom, all of that, right? Doesn't that just open up like a wide open lane for the exact opposite of that music?
Yeah, you can wait on that. I won't. And just real quick, we already got what we put make clothes on, like Tim's. What's the other lady name that fucking name on the tip of my tongue? The one that say Buddha. We got women out there that's
Tyler? I think your mic breaking up, bro. I don't care who's doing better than me. I'm not in competition. Look at me. What about me?
Okay, I'm going to play a YouTube thing and I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go to the gym. Okay, this is The Book of Lies by Adrian Dittman. I hope you enjoy.
does heaven smell like a wet dog? Oh wait, never mind.
I am Uatu, the Watcher. I prevented your deaths, for you are needed to save this universe. Listen closely, mortals. Dr. Doom's unrestrained use of Odin's power will soon tear the fabric of reality beyond repair. I have broken my sacred vow to only observe, so that I may give you this one chance to save your world.
Who can stand against the power of Odin? Even the gods of mighty Asgard have fallen.
Doom's power seems unlimited, but you must know a way to stop him.
Yes, there is a chance, but it will be difficult. First, you must obtain the Makran Crystal, a Shi'ar gem of fantastic power. Next, you must acquire another object of great power, and it will take all your strength and...
Hi, this is Dominic Chianese. Welcome to Sessions at AOL.
Oh shit. Okay, this is so Noam Chomsky does these really weird, obscure interviews, and this is called The End of Organized Humanity by Noam Chomsky. This is really interesting,
It's
actually.
difficult to overestimate the importance of this conference, other events like it. In fact, impossible to do so. There's no need for this audience to take time to discuss the fact that we are at a unique moment in human history. Decisions that must be made right now will determine the course of future history, if there is to be any human history, which is very much in doubt. There is a narrow window in which we must implement measures to avert cataclysmic destruction of the environment, measures that are quite feasible, as shown in your invaluable work and that of others. The facts are clear enough. They raise two questions, one of them immediate and compelling, the other probing more deeply. I'll return to the latter after a few words on the immediate crisis, which is severe. The crisis is coming to a head in Washington, in the most powerful state, and save coming generation. But it soon would. Is a still deeper question, which merits a final word.
3.5 thousand comments on it. It's unbelievable how many comments there are. It's like it's impossible to ever even read the comments because there's so many. So I'm gonna play Book of Lies by Crowley, and I'm gonna leave here and go to the gym. Hope you enjoy. But first, a message from Mark Zuckerberg.
The Book of Lies by Aleister Crowley, Chapter 0 through 50. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. AA publication in classes C and D. Official for Babes of the Abyss. Imprimatur in Frater A.A. Liber 333. The Book of Lies, which is also falsely called Breaks. The wanderings or falsifications of the one thought of Frater Perdurabo, which thought is itself untrue. Break, break, break at the foot of thy stones, O sea. I would that I could utter the thoughts that arise in me. Question mark. Exclamation point. Chapter 0. The chapter that is not a chapter. Oh, the anti-primal triad which is not God. Nothing is, nothing becomes, nothing is not. The first triad which is God. I am. I utter the word. I hear the word.